Hello, YouTube. This is No Attendant and
Erik Franklin or Erik on Paper if you want to like and follow me on YouTube. Plugged already.
Instant like that. I'm already plugged in. That got the ink and the paper ready for you. And today we're talking about our Spider-Man projects, both ours.
Right, right. You're doing Amazing Spider-Man 3, and I'm doing the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 4 movie.
Yep.
And as I quipped earlier when we were first recording it, we have a talent for picking up unfinished stories, and because we both want to see how they end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're discussing that the villains of our pieces. I think you have a brilliant take on Carnage. You said I could reveal that.
Yeah,
Uh,
you got permission to say that because I accidentally said it on the live.
right, but I will say though, I am not at all going to reveal the twist for those of us who, for those who didn't catch it. I don't want that on me because it's a really
But you can rate it at 10, scale 1 to 10. How good is that? I'll give you that option. You
okay. As far as twist goes, I'm going to give it a 9.8, 0.2 off because I didn't think of it. So
can't. Yes, that makes sense. And then you copied it. And then my friend's like saying, "Oh, you copied my idea about the Sam Raimi movies."
oh yeah,
Remember?
yeah, oh, yeah, definitely. If any of your ideas end up in my film, coincidentally or not, you can rate it down a little bit. I mean, it's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been wanting to make a Spider-Man movie since I was a kid, so technically Sam Raimi stole my idea.
Yeah.
Actually, never mind. They were trying to make the Spider-Man movie even in the 80s. I know the canon films one, so but I wasn't even born then, so it didn't count.
Doesn't count for us. We're screwed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, directing Spider-Man's this like insane dream come true. It's like you
Both
know,
our dreams are coming true. We've been filming roses.
yeah, exactly. It's like I see when Bryn's there in the Spider-Man suit. I first saw it actually I had a booth at the Jet City Comic Show up here in Washington State, and he came up and I was like, "Hey, let's get a picture. Why don't you do this?" And I do, just whatever. And that was the first time I directed him wearing the Spider-Man suit, and it is so surreal, to say, "Hey, pose like this." Then Spider-Man does that. It's like I feel like I'm a little kid again. Because I'm like, okay, and the thing is, I know Bryn, he's a great guy, and I stopped treating him like he's this guy that I know and work with. I'm thinking I'm talking to Spider-Man, and I consider myself an intelligent guy, but I like to think this happens to all of us. I mean, at least I hope so. Either that, I'm just freaking weird.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm really excited to see your project, and I'm glad we connected about Spider-Man and fan filmmaking and things like that.
Yeah.
Uh, I forgot. Did you mention that yours is yours going to be feature length or?
It's gonna be like an hour and 30 minutes, I think.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, feature length. That's cool. I Yeah, I think ours is right now the script is around 2 hours long, but some things could change in editing. You always write more than you need, I tend to find, because the script is an entirely different beast than the film.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes what makes a script work and readable and makes actors want to do it and people want to make it isn't quite the same thing as what ends up in the movie. And I hope to, just not butcher a really good script because that's what I was handed. But there's actually a funny story. The I'm sure people are well aware that Black Cat is going to be in our movie, and there's a love triangle between Mary Jane, Black Cat, and Peter Parker slash Spider-Man because that's also
I heard you saying something like a love triangle in one of your video guys' videos.
Yeah, there's a definite love triangle there, and first of all, Peter, I'm thinking, geez, Mary Jane wants you, and so does Black Cat. I hate you so much right now, Peter. This is a non-problem that you have. But all kidding aside, yeah, with that, with the triangle in there, and with they're wrestling with, there's a scene where Black Cat encounters Mary Jane, and uh, she makes the quip of like, "So this is the girl you're dating?" And I said, and I was directing. We did an online rehearsal with our actress Mandy, and I said, "Okay, pay attention to that verbiage. She didn't call her Mary Jane his girlfriend. She called it the girl, or she called her the girl that she's dating, which immediately just diminishes her." Bryn, who wrote that scene, said, "Wow, I didn't even think of it like that." And at that point, I was like, just listen to Winston and Ghostbusters. If someone asks if you're a god, you say yes. Meaning, if there's something great in your script and someone else notices it, always take credit for it. It yeah. So when so are you writing the script as well?
No, I found somebody who's writing it. I mean,
Okay, cool. Yeah, right. Yeah, just I would say to any fan filmmakers out there, just be as true to your source material as possible.
I gave them the vision idea.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like you wrote an outline for it.
Yeah, I gave them a brief.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. It's like the thing I find interesting is watching the Amazing Spider-Man movies
Yeah.
and watching the Raimi films, both pretty different takes on the character. And it's like it comes down to preference, which one do you like more, or what suits you more. But the thing I think is interesting is that the Raimi movies were these, at least the first two. I don't have a very high opinion of the third one, if I'm perfectly honest. They had these like epic emotional arcs, and they were kind of like soap operas in a way that just had, you know, really good action scenes and costuming. Uh, I kind of feel like the Amazing Spider-Man movies they're almost more like teen dramas in a way,
There's a lot of teen drama in it. No, I'll give you that.
yeah, it's and I'm not saying it to knock the movies, it's just it was portrayed differently.
Yeah.
I would say the other thing too when we were talking with I feel awful that so
His name's Zach. If you
thank you. Yeah, when we were talking with Zach, and he said that Spider-Man needs to be really quippy, really funny.
Yeah.
Constantly. That was about the one thing I felt was missing from the Raimi movies, or at least not as much as I'd like. It's like there were a couple clips here and there, but I thought that Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man was a lot funnier, and that's more of what I was used to in the comics and the animated series.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, just remember to keep those quips coming. Spider-Man just uh, he was almost like a prototype of Deadpool, and Deadpool just took his humor and went way over the top with it all.
I don't know if you ever watched the show, The Ultimate Spider-Man,
Was that? I
the
could be wrong.
XD one.
Okay, yeah, I have seen that one.
There's like an episode of Deadpool, and it just kind of reminds me of when you said that. And then he's like saying, "Oh, clearly you're a copycat of me. The skin red suit, the big eyes.
Yeah,
It's just funny."
yeah, I think there was another comic story when Deadpool meets Spider-Man. It says, "I'm you from the future, the year," and he goes on with this total BS story about it. But yeah, no, sadly, Deadpool isn't in our Spider-Man movie. Although doing a Spider-Man Deadpool movie would be totally awesome, I would so be up for that.
Hmm. That'd be kind of interesting. Hmm.
Yeah, they work well in the comics together. mainly because Deadpool has this huge crush on Spider-Man, and Spider-Man can't stand Deadpool.
Yeah. I don't know if you read the comic when they were old men together.
Oh no, I haven't.
You had to
No.
read that, dude. That one makes it even worse.
Okay. So if I'm lucky enough to do another Spider-Man project, I know we talked about doing a Spider-Man 5, but I'm gonna say, okay, I'm doing Spider-Man Deadpool the movie because it
Spidey
needs.
Pool.
Yeah.
Spidey Pool, the movie.
Oh yeah, and actually, now I'm thinking about it, I'd really love to see Spider-Gwen in live action too. Because I know we're in your movie, and I'm really excited that we'll be getting hints and eventually seeing Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I really enjoyed him in the comics, and I loved Into the Spider-Verse. It's like it was my way of uh, show. It's like whenever I was trying to say, oh, Miles Morales is great. He's his own character. He's not just a Peter Parker knockoff. And and now I have a really entertaining movie to show you. So
Yeah.
so,
You ready
so
for a bombshell? No?
ready.
3, 2, 1. I'm working on the Spider-Verse fanfic.
Nice, dude.
And we're having Gwen in 2099.
Okay, 2099 is actually my favorite Spider-Man, to be honest. Uh, just in terms of look. I also love the '90s version of the future with the cyberpunkness, and I'm thinking, uh, they actually, I've got them on a print right here. So
That's awesome.
yeah, this was colored by my good friend Jeremy Colo. So follow him on Instagram too. See, I'm generous. Also follow Noah if you're not following already.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, yeah, I like to plug my friends and as many times as I can. But that would be utterly amazing. And yeah,
We've
if
got
you
a script writer right now. He's working on it. I'll show it to you when we're done talking.
oh, okay, cool. Okay, well
A
now
little sneak peek.
so what?
I said to give you a little sneak peek, then you know what we're talking about.
Okay, well we have to hang up now because I want to look at that. I'm kidding.
Okay. Here's the thing. Just do that.
But yeah, it's like the Spider-Verse movies in particular. I love that they show the range of what can be done with the character. Uh, so it's like we even have like two different Peter Parkers. There's the super heroic Peter Parker, of course, that gets killed. Then there's the Peter Parker that, frankly, would be more like I think most normal people if they became Spider-Man. They get depressed, eat too much, uh, get really
Average Peter Parker.
yeah. Although that's sometimes what I aspire to be. So, but but yeah, my personal favorite though is Spider-Man Noir.
Oh, I drink egg creams and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It's a departure from the graphic novel, to be sure. Uh, the Spider-Man Noir, the look, but honestly, comedically, Nicolas Cage was just so perfect in that part.
Yeah.
And yeah, I loved in that movie too because I'm thinking, wait, you got Spider Ham in the movie, you have you have all these Spider-Mans, but 2099. No, that's like my favorite, and I am well, and throughout the movie I'm thinking, well, it's good, but and then I stick,
2099.
yeah, I stick around in the end credits, and I'm just like, thank you, you know,
Somebody mentions it.
yeah, and then we get the great cartoon. It is so rude to point. You pointed. Yes. Okay, I one thing I'm curious about your Amazing Spider-Man 3. Are we going to see J. Jonah Jameson in that?
Nope, you're going to see him like in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, like email.
Ah, man.
Yeah, I was thinking for like a funny thing is him like a picture of him shows up. Like it's like his phone buzzes like bzzz, J.J. Jameson called. You hear his voice, but you don't.
Yeah, I did not expect Jameson to be as good as he was in the first Spider-Man movie because like as a kid you hate J. Jonah Jameson because like you're rooting for Spider-Man, he hates Spider-Man, so you hate J. Jonah Jameson. But then growing up as an adult, you realize just how over the top, bitter, hilarious the guy is, and I thought they played him perfectly in the Raimi trilogy. And I feel bad for our actor playing him because he is very good, but but you don't just want to say to the guy, "Hey, can you copy J.K. Simmons' performance? Thanks." You kind of want the guy to,
Do
or
his own style.
yeah, I mean, a little bit of an influence. I do want the gruffness of the voice to be the same, but he's got to get his own take on the character. Otherwise it's not. It'll just feel like someone's like doing a good, interpretation.
Yeah.
Although like Bryn's going all out and trying to look like Tobey Maguire. He's got like the Tobey haircut, and he has blue contact lenses. And when we were running through scenes, I said, "Okay, you're gonna have to do the Toby whine in this part," and that's literally what he wrote in his script notes. It's like Toby whine here, because it was like, man, his Peter cries at the drop of a hat. We have to have him do that at least a couple times in the movie.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So now, now I'm curious in your movie and with the because they hinted a lot at the Sinister Six in Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like, we saw the vulture wings and the. Did we see the Doc Ock arms? I'm trying to
Yeah,
remember.
we saw that, and then of course the Rhino,
Yeah, yeah, Rhino's at the very end when he was,
and
charged.
then if you count the ending credit scene, Craven the Hunter.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that until you reminded me. So are they coming into play? Or are you going to keep building them up? Or
Yeah, they're coming. They're coming. I can say that they're coming.
oh,
I'm not
nice.
telling you how in order.
Well, yeah. Don't I want to see the movie, so don't spoil it all for me. But I'm.
Okay, this happens, this happens, this happens, and that happens, that happens, and that happened.
Wait, that happened too? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah.
Okay, guess what? In Spider-Man 4, there's a beginning,
Yeah.
there's a middle, then
Oh.
there's a plot twist.
Oh no.
Yeah, and guess what? Then there's another plot twist, and then the movie ends.
Oh my. That is.
Exactly. I just revealed multiple plot twists to you. I don't think you can handle it.
Yeah, my mind is like shaking right now.
Yeah, the
Yeah, the thing about me, guys, and Eric, we just mess around with each other the whole time. If you don't like it, sorry. Sorry.
yeah,
Just that's just how we act.
yeah. I'm very sorry for people who watch this, but anyway, the
It's better than what happened to the other chick who we were talking about earlier. Remember?
oh my goodness, yes.
I'm just like, I just thought of that now. I'm like, oh no, if they heard that.
Oh yeah, well, but anyway, yeah, yeah. Some things are best lost to history, but
Yeah. But I was going to ask your opinion about this, something, if you don't
sure.
mind me asking you. What did you think about Mr. Jamie Foxx Jolt coming back?
I was really surprised. To be honest, it's like I doubt they're continuing in the same continuity. Uh, so I I don't know if it's going to be the same Electro. I doubt it. Because then that in my mind wouldn't make any kind of sense whatsoever.
How
But
would we survive and then multiverse, all that?
yeah, it's like I know they're talking about doing the Spider-Verse movie, having Tobey Maguire and Garfield show up. Then I could see it. Um, it's
I don't
like,
know if you've seen Jamie Foxx's post before he deleted.
yeah,
Supposedly, he posted a picture of all three of them together.
yeah, yeah. I guess I love it when studios do damage control because then it's what it gets everyone talking about it. Personally, being a bigger fan uh, of Spawn, I'm hoping to see, him in the Spawn movie before I see him in Electro again. But I have to say that his character was different, especially from like the early comics versions of Electro. I'm to keep myself open minded and give him a shot. I don't
Give
think
him
he
another chance.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he did a terrible job. I think that
He
Amazing
took a
Spider-
unique try. That's why I say he did a unique try of it.
yeah, it's like I like the obsessive angle on Spider-Man, where
Mm.
you could kind of feel bad how he misinterpreted, like Peter's or Spider-Man's like, hey, I need you to do this, and he immediately takes it too far.
Yeah.
Actually, kind of reminded me of a little bit of what they did with the Riddler, and I think even in Batman Forever, where used to be obsessed with Bruce Wayne, and then eventually, tried to become like him and stuff like that. But yeah, having creepy, obsessive people there is just always a good motivator for a villain. Yeah, so yeah, I'm thinking though of what's interesting too is like since Vulture's our main antagonist, uh, it's like I absolutely love the Michael Keaton version of the Vulture, because like he's one of the few that didn't seem to suffer from the Marvel villain problem in their movies.
Yeah.
Like the heroes are cool, but most of the villains are forgettable. I'm like, well, first off, he's Michael Keaton, and but I thought their take on the Vulture was great, and I'm happy to say though that ours is a lot different. Uh, in that I think I could be wrong, but I believe that they're talking about having John Malkovich play the Vulture in Spider-Man 4.
Yeah.
So, our actor Eric Mannix, I would just say, okay, you're gonna have to do a subtle John Travolta, or not Travolta. Wow, that would be weird. Subtle John Malkovich impression most of the time. But but yeah, I don't know what plans they had for like the Sinister Six in your movie, or if anything. So anything you want to reveal?
Let's see. The Sinister Six are, of course, from the first one, the ending credit scene in the first movie and ending second. What's his name? I just lost it. His name, the guy with the hat, always shows up.
Okay, I know who you're talking about. Give me a minute. I'll look it up now, actually.
Okay,
So,
I know his name, but I just can't think of it.
okay, my phone internet's being a jerk. Well, I'll text it to you later. But
But whatever his name is, let's just call him Hat Guy for now.
right, yeah,
Evil Hat Guy. He was in Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2.
right.
He was, like, he's the one who's trying to form the team.
Okay, yeah,
Thought it'd be kind of interesting instead of Harry Osborn doing it.
yeah, because yeah, I felt that the Goblin plot was too forced into Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because like Electro, I could see as the main plot. Um, you know, that that working out well enough, but then the Goblin appears and kills Gwen, and I'm thinking, Goblin got his own movie the first time, and then he was an afterthought in Spider-Man 3, which I didn't think worked. And then he was an afterthought in Amazing Spider-Man 2, so I'm glad you're not just trying to throw the Goblin in there again.
Uh, if I could rewrite Amazing Spider-Man 2, I would maybe hint Harry was Norman. They say Norman Osborn is dead, and it shows the normal Harry has to save him and says it's twitching, and I would make an ending credit scene of Harry doing this and putting a serum on, and then like that and putting serum in.
Yeah,
And that's how I would done it.
that would have worked a lot better. Yeah, I think there are definitely good elements about the movie. Uh, I just think that it was one of the things where they crammed too much into it. And the funny thing is, I get a lot of people saying, "Oh, you're putting too many villains into Spider-Man 4. You're going to kill it." And the majority of the villains you're only in the beginning, you're only going to see for like a couple minutes and in a cool montage, actions bit. I think, Shocker's just going to be there for maybe 2 or 3 minutes of screen time. We don't get like the epic backstory of Shocker or Stiltman or or Rhino or Prowler or any of the other characters in there. It's just like no, just a cool action scene. Then they're taken out. Um, but it's really a matter of balancing the villains. Like Kingpin's in our movie, but he's not like the main antagonist of the plot. He's a character that other people reference.
Yeah, he's just there.
Yeah, I mean the story doesn't work without him. It's like that was one of the things too, and I'm sure as you get further along in the writing process, you're gonna have to that's something you're gonna have to deal with too, is seeing like there's a lot of great ideas here, but we have to make sure it fits into a good structure. Because personally, I think like Spider-Man 1 and 2 were really well structured movies. Uh, with like one villain per movie, then they made the jump to like three with Sandman, uh, New Goblin, and Venom. I really wish Venom wasn't in the third movie at all.
Venom could have waited.
Yeah, and then if you ever look online to see the original maquettes that Sam Raimi had sculpted of Venom, he looked great.
It was
Well,
beautiful looking.
I know. Then it is so sad because like they just meant that suit to be like a nightmare scene where like, oh, we're scared this Venom doesn't won't sell toys. I'm thinking, who wouldn't want a toy of that? I want that action figure now.
Give me $500 now. Give me all. I'll sell my soul for that toy.
Actually, I think I'll sell somebody else's soul. I may need mine.
Yeah, here. You can take my soul and
Yeah, I will sell Noah's soul for that figure. Sorry, Noah, but
yeah, that's okay. It's worth it. I give you
thanks,
cent.
thanks, man. But yeah,
Worth.
that's one of the great things though about fan films is that we don't have like toy companies or corporate mandates saying, "Oh, you can't do this" or "You can do this." You know, we
Yeah.
don't we don't have that problem. I mean, it's like, uh,
It goes really good, and they're like, "No, I want this in movie theaters."
well, yeah. I mean, I would. I have a feeling that we're just gonna probably get like a. I mean, we can't obviously legally get our movies screened anywhere for profit, just due to the nature of fan films.
Yeah.
But I mean, we might rent out a theater and do a cast and crew screening where if everyone likes it, I'll take all the credit, and if people don't like it, I'm just going to blame Bryn for ruining it in editing. But yeah, because that's one thing you learn as an artist: never ever take responsibility for your failures. It's always somebody else's fault.
Yeah.
I've been told I'm a toxic person, but I don't believe that. I'm just kidding.
No, our love is toxic, and I'm done.
Oh yeah, but
Our love's toxic. It's toxic. It's toxic.
oh yeah, well, I mean, the fact that you could relate to this kind of creeps me out. But anyway, I'm kidding.
I'm not telling you why, but there's other reasons why people say my hope's toxic.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
here's for that the little hint.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's like we don't have like the them saying, "Oh, the characters can or can't do this, or this is too violent, or whatever."
Or
Like,
how it should look.
yeah, pretty much. So, like, even there's a scene where the lizard's going to be attacking a lot of, SWAT and security teams, and in talking with the team, we're like, okay, we're going full on xenomorph alien style, horror with this. Lizard's going to be like tearing people apart and like biting heads off, and and things like that. And we don't have to worry about like some fast food chain afraid of promoting a violent movie or whatever. We can have Lizard be as vicious and animalistic as possible, but at the same time, it's like it's not going to be such a huge departure from the tone of the other movies, because
Yeah.
like as much as I would love to like see the lizard put his claws through like someone's head and have it come out, it's like there's a way to do it, but then there's a way to do it that still feels the same way that like the other Spider-Man movies do. Just like if it's creative editing or camera angles or whatever. But yeah, I think that's the advantage of fan films is we can be truer to the characters than most studios can be.
Yeah, and it's very interesting.
Yeah, so and I'm sure it's like the further on you get in your development process and things like that, you're going to be able to take creative risks that people aren't gonna that people are either going to be on board with or not. But if you get any haters, you can always say to them, "Well, you can make your own Amazing Spider-Man 3 and compete with me."
Yeah.
Yeah, I can guarantee you it won't have nearly as cool as plot twists, but
Yeah, the big plot twist. Big plot twist. I don't
yeah,
know. Guys, if you comment below and ask me what it is, I don't know. Don't ask. I don't honestly don't know what he's talking about. I mean,
yeah,
don't bother Eric or me about the plot and everything. He will not tell you.
yeah. I mean, if you pay me enough, I'll tell you. I'm just saying that, right?
How much?
Well, I'm saying make me an offer. I'll have a paper.
I'll give you the money later. Yeah, I'll give you the money if you fix this damn door. That's it. I say. How's this, Sam? If you fix the damn door, I will pay you.
Nice. Yeah,
I had to do a Randy Children joke for you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, thought you would like that and make you smile.
It did. You won. You won
Yeah.
the internet today, sir.
You want to hear? You want to hear a Batman joke?
Sure.
What do you call Batman when he skips church?
Okay, what?
Christian Bale.
Okay, good one. I
Yeah,
respect that.
yeah, there it is. He comes in and just like you can think about it, you're like, oh,
It's one of the things where like I concede that that is a good wordplay. That it, I would shake your hand, except that we are on opposite. There we go. Yeah.
close enough.
Yeah. But it's not worthy of a high five. I'm sorry, pal. But
I'm not worthy yet. It's like Thor's hammer. I'm not worthy yet.
yeah, yeah, God, if okay, I will have to be signing off in just a little bit, but I did see a comic that uh, it was Riddler and Batman talking, right?
Yeah,
And Riddler says, "What goes down an alley and is full of holes?" Batman, a tear down his eye, says, "My parents." Riddler, "No, the answer's a bowling ball." Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't know, I just,
that is sad.
oh, definitely. Actually, I think even in another Deadpool comic, they vaguely implied that it was Deadpool who killed the Waynes when he went alternate universe hopping.
Oh
And
my.
yeah, he's just like popped into another universe. Said, "I took a contract to kill some rich people." Said, "Spare the kid." He was crying at his mom's, the he said he was crying over some drop pearl necklace. I'm sure he'll be fine. And
Yeah, But here's a riddle for you.
Right.
Here, there, but I'm everywhere. What am I?
Urine? Hmm.
There's multiple answers. I mean, so I'll tell you if you're right.
Okay, let me first of all let me say that if it was up for me to be Batman and the Riddler was my nemesis, arch nemesis, I would be screwed. You know, Gotham would be screwed. All those victims would be dead. But let's see.
Here, but there, but I'm everywhere.
Okay, just tell me, man.
It could be air, God.
I was going to say okay, I was going to say air, but that I thought no, too obvious.
You have to admit it. It makes you think.
It does. I love watching. Yeah, I love they did. I think it was Mad Magazine did another parody of Batman and the Riddler.
Yeah.
It's where he was in Commissioner Gordon's office. It's like Batman, where we received this note from the Riddler, and it was Batman, meet me at Gotham City Park at midnight. Batman, what's he trying to say? I think he says to meet him at the park. I need to use my awesome intellect to pierce his psychotic mind. He probably wants you to meet him in the park. What clues are hidden in this letter? And it just goes on, on like that.
It's funny. But if they want a part two, we can do a part two. We can stop it here.
Okay, cool. And yeah, don't tell me if they don't want me. I can't handle the rejection anymore. Kidding.
I'm just like, you're like doing this. You look like you're about to really cry out. Like, oh no.
That is acting.
Yeah, no. Acting.
All right. Well, it's been a lot of fun.
Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope to maybe see Eric again on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, like and subscribe to Noah and me too. Mostly
Yeah,
subscribe to Noah.
You're doing more him. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you later, Noah.
Yep. Bye.